Hi everyone, how are you doing today? So today we are going to continue with if functions. So we have more examples to consider. Okay, let's go through the example. Now let's look at another example again. So in this case, so you have the scores of the staff that's in a quantitative test for promotion. So now we want to look at the grade. I want to apply this score range here so that it will follow the scoring listed here. Okay, so now we are going to start with this. You have quite a number of them. Now you select the first cell and you type equal to, start with equal to if, then open a bracket. So based on what we have as the first condition, so you click the score. If C6 is less than, okay, the first one is 39. So if it's less than 40, so if the score is less than 40, okay, put a comma, then the grade should be F. So you place that in double quotes, then put a comma again. So this next one will be if, and you put a bracket again. So the second one is 40 to 49. So that would be if C6. So we're looking at that cell as the value here in C6. So we have used 6 as at the beginning. So if C6 is less than 50, if C6 is less than 50, so you put a comma, then double quotes. So what should happen? So what will be the result? So the value will be E. So just type E. So E should be displayed if the value is less than 50, if the score is less than 50. So we put a comma again, then you type if, then move to the next one, 50 to 59. So if they say C6, if it is less than, if 66 is less than, now this time around 60. So if 66 is less than 60, put a comma. So what should be the value that should be displayed? It should be, that's D. Okay, less than 60, that's 50 to 69, less than 60 is a D. So you put D, okay, then comma, then the next condition, or yes, the next condition, you have if C666 is less than, if 66 is less than, so we are here now, 60 to 69, that's less than 70. Okay, so put a comma to 69, less than 70, then what should be the grade? Grade should be C. Okay, 60 to 69, that's less than 70, C. So double quote, C, double quote, then you put comma. Then for another if, so you open a bracket. So if C6 good is less than, we're here now, if C6 is less than, so that should be less than 80. So a comma, then what will happen? So if it's less than 80, so that should be given B. Okay, that should be B, then comma. Okay, so the last one, but not the least, we have if you open the bracket, C6 is less than, okay, this time around, you're going to have equal to 80 and above 80 equal to, that's greater than equal to 80. So the last one, 80 to 100, you write it this way, greater than and or equal to 80. Okay, greater than or equal to 80. So comma. So what will happen there? That should be A. That should be A. So that should be A. So now, to close the bracket, we have to close the bracket. We have 6 conditions there. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now the bracket, the closing bracket will be having 6. So 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, after which you press enter. So to my argument. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's see. if 6 is, so there should be a bracket here. Good. So if 6 is, so you can see that. Let's press enter again. Okay, if C6, no, open bracket. Okay, better. So go back there, you can see all the condition. If C6 is less than 40, so F. If C6 is less than 50, so E. If C6 is less than 60, so and so on. You can see, so that is it must follow a uniform pattern. So if 6 is less than 40, so you can see, so all of this, so ensure that your formula is correct. And if it's just showing you error, you have to go back there and adjust, just like I've done. So that is it. So that is, then you press enter to give you the value. So that is it. So to generate the rest, so just double click here and to give you the rest, the values. You can see, so here is 90 because it's greater than 80. So that, as we stated here, so this is 60, C less than 7, okay, that's 60. So that's the less than 70, you have C, so less than 70, C, so and so on. So that is how you generate this formula. So now, again, let's take this example again. Now, looking at what we have, African Reinsurance Corporations recently changed the mode of our assessment for placing and sending staff for the overseas advanced management training. The condition is that candidates should pass the entire examination by getting score more than 75 in either part of the examination. So the table below shows the result of 2 parts of the examination. Candidate must score more than 75 at least in either part of the examination to be qualified. So in this case, we are going to use if or formula. So if or, so you just type if. So the condition is that a candidate must score more than 75 in each of the exam. So now you open a bracket. So you have if or, just type or, then open a bracket again. So now if or, so now that is just stating condition. Inside another condition, you have B6. If B6 is greater than 75, okay, so we put a comma, right? So greater than 75, that's a comma, okay. Then again, B6, so you enter B6 is sorry, that's not B6. The second one is C6. So if B6 is greater than this for 40, greater than 75, then this again, C6 greater than 75. So then you close this bracket, right? And please you enter comma. So the condition, the value if true, so we put in a quote. So that should be, let's put qualify for the overseas training, and you close the bracket, you put a comma, then again you type double quotes, then not qualified, okay. So you close the bracket. So that is done. Okay, this should be comma, a comma separating them. So good. So you press enter. Okay. So looking at the result here, this particular candidate had 40 in the first exam and 50 in the second exam, so it didn't pass any, so not qualified. Then here you have 50, then 65, not qualified. This one had 40 and 45, not qualified. 60 and 70, not qualified. All these are not up to 75. So for a candidate to qualify, he must score 75, at least 75 in either part of the exam. So come in here you have 90, then 45 qualify. So we're going to add 90, which is more than 75. So this is 78, and 90 is qualified pass 2 by scoring above 75 pass mark. So 55 and 60 not qualify, 99 and 45 not that's qualify because he had 99. So he passed just one out of the two. So 55, 50 not qualify, 65, 80 qualify. I had 80 is more than. So this is how you use the if function. So I believe you have learned a lot in this class. So ensure you practice, go over all that you have learned today and go over them and practice more so that you can understand it better. So that is if function that is used to make comparison between the value and what you expect. So it shows what you want it to show, if the value is true and if the value is false. So that is how you use the if function. So we are going to meet in the next class when we continue from where we stop. We will continue coming with another interesting or learning another interesting topic. So ensure you go over it again. So see you in the next class. So bye. I believe you have learned a lot from the video. So to keep getting this kind of video, ensure you click on the subscribe button and drop your comment. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.